You tell others to join here. Okay, can I continue?
Yes, teacher.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
No, mister, I can't see.
Why? Okay, let me share again. Others cannot see. Okay, now can you see?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. We have 85 students already, which is very good. All right, so let's continue. As I mentioned, this exam will have two parts. The first part is the multiple choice, 10 out of 10. And the second part will be drawing. You're going to explain, discuss, and solve something. That is 50 out of 50. The total is 60. And the passing is 24/60. All right, so can you please solve this question? This is multiple choice. Finding the expected monetary value. There are 23 green, 10 blue, and 17 black marbles. If you win 12 reals, if a green marble is picked. Anybody who can answer this question?
A.
Okay, very good. Let me just answer this. Hello? Yeah? Yes?
Yes. Yes.
We listen to you, Mister.
Why? Okay, I'll be sending the link again now. Okay, thank you. Why students are struggling to join?
We listen to you. We can see, Mister. Okay. Oh, everything okay.
Ahmed, did you get the answer here?
I don't answer because my calculate I don't found it.
How about others? What is the answer?
Someone they tell
A.
A.
Yes, A. Very good.
Oh, I get it.
What happened, Dr. Sentil? Okay, so the answer is A. That's correct. Very good. Because the formula is the P urban event times the monetary value.
This formula is coming.
No. Okay. So, Said, you don't need to use the formula. I mean, you don't need to memorize the formula. You have to get the probability and you have to get the monetary value. Here, what is the monetary value? 12 reals,
12.
right?
Yes.
So the
Yes.
expected monetary value is, what is the probability? How many green do we have?
23.
23.
So 23. What is the total?
50.
50.
23 over 50. Open and close in your calculator. Times 12.
12.
Yes, so the answer is what?
5.25. 5.52.
Yes, very good. So in your exam, you just have to encircle this. Is this clear to everybody? You have to encircle only. Is that clear? Can
Okay.
I proceed to the next?
Clear.
Yes.
Yes, Mr.
Okay. Okay, I sent again the link to everybody. I hope you received that email. Can you please check?
Yes, mister. We received it.
Okay. So this could be the sample questions for the first part for the multiple choice. Okay. As I said, it will be like this. Question will be given. choices will be given below. You have to select the correct answer. You have to encircle only the letter. Okay, that's very clear. Now, for example, number 1 here, the process of moving from the current position to the future position. That is organizational change. I answered this last time already in the class. But of course, it will not be like this. It will not be matching. As I said, it will be like this, where you're going to encircle the letter of the correct answer only. So these are the definitions. We are starting with the organizational change. And the second one is decision making. Okay, so I might ask something like this. It is a course of action where choices are made from a set of alternatives or options. So A, B, C, D. For example, we have here A, B, C, D. So you're going to encircle decision making, right?
Okay, right, Mr.
The third one, well-defined problem. Okay, it is a category of problem that has a clear starting and ending point. Number 4, again, it is about decision making. Making choices by identifying a decision, gathering information, and you assess the alternative solutions. When you are solving problems and generating many ideas by exploring many possible solutions, many possible solutions. So this is all about divergent thinking. The opposite of this is convergent thinking. So I might be asking something like this. It is a form of thinking that focuses on specific or one solution. Specific or one solution. What is the answer? The answer is convergent thinking. So if you are a convergent thinker, actually, you focus on a specific or one solution to a problem. If you are a divergent thinker, you solve problems by focusing on many possible solutions. Right? So I think this is very clear. Why I cannot erase this? Oh my God, this one is different now. Okay, it's here. All right, so number 6, brainstorming. The process of generating many possible ideas where all contributions are valid. And usually we do this during the beginning stages of the problem or project, and usually in a group setting. So the answer is brainstorming. Now it is a collection of objects where order matters. We say order matters, the position is important. So what is the answer if the position is important or order matters? The answer is
Permutation.
permutation. How about if I'm going to say combination? Order does not matter. So these are the key words. Okay, order does not matter. The answer is combination. Because I might be asking about combination. For example, ice cream flavor. This is an example of actually combination. We don't care about the order, about the position. What else? your money or your bills in your wallet. 20 reals, 50 reals, 10 reals. You don't care about the order, how you're going to put your money in your wallet, right? Or in your pocket. Okay, so that is combination. Permutation, order matters. The position is important. Is important. How about number 8? Generating new and useful ideas.
Creativity.
It is creativity, yes. So the questions are very, very easy, right? What do you think?
If
Very
all
easy,
the
yeah?
exam would be like this, it was easy, Mister.
Yes, you're going to get A plus, all of you.
Inshallah.
Not easy, Mister. Very hard. Well, I don't answer anything.
Number 9, what's the answer? Innovation.
Innovation.
Innovation is to implement our newly created ideas, to improve the way we do things, to solve problems, develop new processes, new products, new services, and new businesses. Okay, so the keyword is implementation of newly created ideas. That is what we called as, of course, innovation. And the last is
Linear
all
programming.
linear programming. The word linear is there. Linear programming actually is solving linear inequalities. Okay, but not inequalities, the system of inequalities. When I say system of inequalities, using objective function, okay, the model. For example, z equals 5x plus 2y. This is our model, our objective function. We are actually having linear programming. Okay, so the keyword is linear, and we have the inequalities, systems, solving systems of inequalities. When I say systems, that means 2 or more inequalities. For example, 2x plus 3y is greater than or equal to 100. 5x plus 20y greater than or equal to 900. This is a system. When I say system, 2 or more inequalities, not only one. It could be 3 or more. Okay, so this could be the possible questions that will be coming in your first part. Of course, you have to study all the concepts. These are just examples. So from topic 5 until topic 9. Go back to the slides. Go back to the concepts I discussed in the class. There are many definitions there. Okay, but this is the sample. Can I proceed to the next? Let's now have this question. Okay, I answered this already a while ago. As I said, the answer here is 5.52. When we are going to pull a green marble from a box which contains this, so the first thing you're going to do is to add all the numbers. The total is 50, and you have to identify the monetary value or the MV. So we just have to get the total of green. How many green? 23 over the total 50 and multiply by the monetary value. And the answer is 5.52. Now, if you're asked about the implication, what is the implication of this? What is the meaning of 5 point something here?
It is positive.
Yeah. If you repeat it, pooling. pulling a ball, okay, a large number of times you are 5.52 better off per on average, okay? This word should be there. And the fair price is the same, 5.52. So this is how you're going to write the implication. There are two implications uh, regarding expected monetary value. The first one is if you repeated doing this activity a large number of times, you are 5.52 better off per bet, per game, per activity, per pooling on average. So on average, if you're going to repeat this many times, on average, you're going to get 5 point something per game. And the fair price is the same. If you're asked to pay for the ticket, for example, per game, it should be around this value. Okay. Now this is for implication. If you're going to answer a question regarding whether or not you're going to join, are you going to take on this bet? If this is the question, what is your answer? If the question is about implication, this is how you're going to answer from if. Okay, if you're asked to answer this question, are you going to take on this bet? You're going to say yes. Usually we're going to say yes if it is positive. Yes, because it has a positive expected monetary value, which is favorable. Okay, this is the answer. Yes, I'm going to take on this bet because it has a positive expected monetary value, which is actually favorable. Right? Is that clear, everybody?
Clear.
So the implication could vary.
The implication is like this. Implication means what does it imply? What is the meaning of this value? This one is you are asked if you're going to join or not. If you're going to participate or not. The one above. Is that clear, Sadat?
Yes, yes.
Implication is what is the meaning of this value, this EMV 5.52. Here, you are asked to join or not. This is join or not. Okay, is that clear? So it depends on the question actually on the exam. I might ask in the exam, are you going to take on this bet? Or I might say, write the implications. Okay, this is how to answer if I ask about implication, the one below. If I ask about joining or not, this is how you're going to answer. Okay, is that fine? Is that clear now?
Clear.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let's have this. Um, this one, there are 20 workers in the company, and we're going to form groups of 5 people. Find the number of combinations without repetition. So in your exam, for example, what are you going to do? Please don't waste your time. You have only 1 hour and 30 minutes. Okay. If you don't know how to answer, leave it. Go to the next question and you can come back later. For example, you don't know this. Go to the next. Okay. And if
Put
you
the
have time later, yeah.
put the formula for combination without repetition, and you found R and then
Very good. This is the formula. This formula is not given in the exam. You have to memorize it. Only one is given. Combination with repetition. This is given. Okay? Only one. But this one is not given. You have to memorize it. What is our n here?
20.
20. What is
20.
our r?
5.
5.
Yes, because groups of 5. Okay. Can you please give me the answer? We have 20 factorial over 5 factorial. 20 minus 5 factorial.
5504.
1 5.
15504.
Yes. So your exam is very simple. Piece of cake.
If we memorize all the rules, yes.
Okay. Now there is a technique in the calculator to get this value. Okay, but I want to see this because we are marking this. To get this value, you have to check using this. You have to press 20. Okay, calculator, press 20, shift NCR and press 5, then equals. You're going to get this answer immediately. Okay, so please follow that. Those who have calculators. All right, can I proceed to the next?
Yes.
Okay, it's very simple, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, number 4. This one. 7-digit phone number is created. If a 7-digit phone number is created from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, what is the total number of phone numbers possible? So immediately you know what is n. N is 9. Simple. R is 7 because 7-digit. In your exam, if I say 5-digit, R is equal to 5. 4-digit, R is equal to 4. Simple, right? N from where? From the list. Now this one is about what? Number, phone number. Is it permutation or combination?
Permutation.
This is permutation. Okay, number, plate number. What else? ID number, ATM pin, NBO pin, bank mascot. All of these use permutation with repetition. An example of this is 5592. ATM pin. 5 is repeated. Okay, your student number 1990169. It is an example of permutation with repetition. The formula is very simple. N raised to the power of R. Impossible if you don't memorize that. Yeah. So 9 raised to the power of 7. Right? So the answer is 4782969. Did you get the same?
Yes, Mr.
Mister,
Yeah.
you said permutation means it's just only numbers. But if it is combination, that means numbers and letters, right?
No. Permutation
Ah,
means it could be anything. It could be number, it could be text, anything.
okay.
Yes. For example, plate number of your car. Okay, plate number of your car has some letters, right?
Yes.
For example, this is my number D, for example, 41380D. In the ROP, it should be 41380. This cannot be changed. It cannot be 14380. It will not, my profile will not appear.
Hmm.
Yes, when they check
Yeah.
my penalties, for example, or renew my license, they have to use this number, for example. They cannot, interchange the positions of 1 and 4 and so on. Okay, so plate number of your car, although it has some letters, is a permutation. It depends on the situation. For example, coins. Coins in your wallet. Do we care about the order? Which one comes first? 50 paisa,
No.
5 paisa? We don't care. It is combination, right? So it depends on the situation, what we are talking about. Numbers, all numbers are permutation. All numbers. For example, 25, 52. Why? Because when we change the position of every digit, it changes the meaning. 25 will not be 25 anymore. It will become 52. So numbers are permutation, right?
Okay.
Okay. So I think that's clear.
Yes, mister.
Clear, clear.
Phone numbers are permutations. Why? Phone numbers, mobile numbers, landline numbers, permutations. Of course, this is my number. For example, 98772300. Can we change the position of 8 and 9?
No.
No. 98 is 98. You cannot change it. Otherwise, it will be a different number. It will go to Dr. Sendel, for example, when you call. Or you might be calling Jacinta, for example. It's a different number. Or you might be calling the Minister of Health. Right? So every time you change the position of the digits, it changes. All right, so now let's go to this formula. This formula is only used if you have the OR. We call this as inclusive OR. Okay. Now P of A plus P of B minus P of A and B. This is the intersection. If we have intersection. Right, so let's solve a particular problem here. What is this erase on? I'm confused with the latest Microsoft Office. All right, see here we have how many hearts? 13, 13 diamonds, 13 clubs.
52.
Here we have spades. Okay, so the total is 52. 13 hearts, 13 diamonds, 13 clubs, and 13 spades. So immediately you're going to write N of S is equal to 52. That's it. Okay, so here, deck of 52 cards. So our N of S is equal to 52. What is the question? If a card is picked from a deck of 52 cards, what is the probability of getting a queen or a diamond? So how many queens do we have?
4.
4.
We have 4 queens. Yes. How many diamonds we have?
30.
13 diamonds. Okay. So for the queens, P queen is 4 over 52. For the diamonds, P of diamond is 13 over 52. But we have one intersection. the queen of diamonds. Okay. Queen of diamonds. So we have 1 over 52. You can see it here. You can draw a line here. Draw one line for the queen and draw one line for the diamonds. This is the intersection, the queen of diamonds. Can you see it? So how
Yes.
many elements in the intersection? Only one, right? Okay.
Yes.
So using the formula, P of A or B equals P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. So what is our A here? This is our A. And this is our B. Yeah, our A is about queens, B is about diamonds. Simple. This is your A. Dr. Sentil, I think it's hot now. Are you going outside? Hmm? Hmm?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay, so we have the queen is A, diamond is B. Did you understand the meaning of A and B here?
yes, yes, Mister. We understand.
Yes.
Yes, A is the first event, B is the second event. Okay, so we have P, queen, or diamond. This is the question. So our queen is 4 over 52 plus 13 over 52, the diamond, minus 1 over 52, this
Mister,
one. Yeah,
some student request. Can you accept?
yeah. Okay. How to, where is this? It's not coming here. It's already, okay. I accepted all. All right. So can we continue now? Can you please tell me what is the answer here?
It's
4
zero
over 50.
0.3076.
30769.
Okay, so 30.769%. You have to multiply by 100 to get the percentage. All right, so very easy. Your exam is very, very easy.
Mister, the formula it will come in the exam.
No, as I said, you have to memorize it. It's very simple. PA plus PB minus intersection. Okay, you have to memorize it. It's very simple. The first plus the second, first plus second. Even you don't write the formula, it's okay. Okay, if you don't write the formula, it's fine.
Okay, Mister. That's great.
Yes, just write the first plus the second minus the intersection. No need to write the formula if you forget the formula. Okay, number 6 now, part B. So done, finished. Okay, we are now here. Part B. Okay, constructing the tree diagram. Or we call this as decision tree. Right? Okay, how many options do we have here?
We have three options.
Okay, three
option.
options. Okay, options, alternatives. Okay, this should be after the box. So it will be like this. You will have the first, second. This is the first step in your exam. For example, by mistake, you do like this. Growing, declining. You get 0. Why? Because declining and growing is for the probabilities. So be careful. In your exam, you have to look at the options, okay, without probabilities. It's very clear here. There are two probabilities, that is for growing and for declining. So after the box will be the first, second, and third. Okay, and then you have to draw the circles. 3 circles because we have 3 options. If there are 2 options, 2 circles only. Now you're going to, after these circles will be the probabilities. So you have growing, declining, okay, growing, declining, growing, declining. This one should be all the same. Just copy and paste. Okay. Whatever is the first set, it should be copied below. As simple as that. Always. For example, I'm going to give here positive, here negative. So this will be positive, negative. This will be positive, negative. Okay. It's the same always. For example, this is A and B. So this will be A, this will be B. Like this. Okay. So very simple. Now you have to write the values. These are the values. 65, 35. Should be in decimal. So you can calculate. Divide 100. That is 0.35. Here copy paste again. Here same. Okay. So just copying and pasting. Now you have to look at the table. First, going to the right. Because it's going to the right. See? So 0.65, 0.35, that is 75 and 23K. This and this. Of course, if I'm going to change the table, if I'm going to put like this, growing, declining, here first, second, and third, it will change. Okay? So it will change, but the same alternatives, the same options. Only the order of the numbers will be changing. This is what we call as transposing or switching the rows and the columns. Rows and columns. So don't be confused if I'm going to switch the rows and the columns in the exam. You
Don't
have
make
to
it
find
complicated.
this.
Try not to make it complicated only.
So that just find the probabilities. That's the technique. Okay. And that will be after the circle. Because I might put it like this. X, for example, here I'm going to put probability here. Okay. Then we will have the X and Y, for example. Or I might put it like this. X, Y, and here we have A, B, and C, right? And then here I'm going to put 65% and here 0.35. So as you can see now, our probabilities are the X and the Y. 0.65, 0.35 is 1. So for example, this is 50, 20, 60, 70, 10, and 5. So as you can see, X is 0.65. And we have P of Y is equal to 0.35. It's the same. And our A, B, C are the alternatives. So what will happen? It will become like this. A, B, and C. Yeah. So look at properly the table and identify the probabilities. It could be in decimals or percent. Decimals total 1, percents total 100%. Okay, so we have to multiply now. This is 75 and 23. The second one is 80 and negative 20. The last is 95 and negative 10. K is equal to 1000. So you multiply 0.65 times 75 plus, okay, always plus in the middle, 0.35 times 23. So the answer is 56.8. Second one, 0.65 times 80 plus 0.35 times negative 20. The answer is 45,000. The last is 0.65 times 95 plus 0.35 times negative 10. The answer is 58.25. Okay, so we have 56.8. Second one is 45K, and the last is 58.25K. So which one is the best?
The third one.
58.
Yes. So this is your decision. You have to write your decision. Okay, the decision has marks. So please take note. The last step is to choose and write your reason why you are choosing that. So go for the third because it has the highest expected monetary value, the maximum.
For example, if I will put 58,000 instead of saying 58K, is that
It's
okay
okay.
as well?
It's okay. It's okay. You understand?
Yeah.
Actually, this is 58,250. If you're going to change this into the exact value, right?
Yes.
Okay, this is 45,000. This one is 56,800. If you're going to expound, change the K into 1000. That's fine, Sadat. Thank you. Okay, can I proceed? Is this clear to everybody?
One thing, Doctor,
Yes, Mr.
since great time,
Hmm?
this is already recorded, right?
Yes, clear.
Yeah. You wanna pray now?
If possible.
Yes, Mr.
Okay, you pray. You come back at 6:20 6:30.
No need break today.
Oh,
Hey,
no break
Sheikh.
today, huh?
خلي
Yeah.
عنك. No, we need. خلي عنك انت.
خلي عنك سادات، انت ما
Mister,
تصلي
we
ترى.
to take break for pray to pray.
Okay, 6:30 you come back.
Guys, go and pray to pass the test.
Yes, because tomorrow is your exam. Yalla Said, you pray.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
قاعد مصلي ويشوف المحاضرة حاط التليفون قدامه.
ايه اصلي اقرا التحيات وهو التليفون قدامي.
Okay. I'm going to come back at 6:30.
يلا ودعناك شمي.
حييك مرحبا.
How many students do we have today?
$110.
Huh?
Esther,
Oh my God, that's very good. 112.
but why not recording this class?
This is recorded.
Record?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
تقبل الله.
إنه منكم الأعمال.
صليت وانت احمد صليت؟
الصلاة على النبي، الصلاة على النبي يوسف.
تقبل الله اخي.
حيك ابو سالم، حيك.
مرحبا يا قضام. فين انت؟
اذا بكره حضرت القاعه اول شخص شغال مكيف تخليه فول. ها
باكر انا وانت وقاسم بنسوق مثلث، كل واحد يغشي الثاني. طبعا ما ولا واحد منا يكون حال سيده 100.
انت اي كلاس انت يوسف؟ معنا 408 لا؟
ايوه قاسم ما معنا؟
ايه معنا.
ممتاز، اذا بال 4-4-2 بيكون.
ايوه بنلعب راس حربة هجوم، انا بكون وسط.
بالضبط.
أيوة بلعب وسط، تمريرات كذا قصيرة، وسط بينية وذي الامور. الاختار لا تغشوا من معي.
علي الاختر مواحيل.
المشكله بعد القوانين يا اخي ما يجيبهن.
قوانين الا بس 3 قوانين ما شغيرهن يا قضان، الله يهديك نوبه.
غير
مشكله 4
القوانين
و5.
يتكلم هو عن الجدول، بيغير شو اسمه، اذا غير ذاك الارقام عادي، لا نفس التشكيله تسوى نفس التريز. ممتاز، لانه هو نبه عليه هذا قبل شوي مال الجدول.
حريص وين حسين قال القوانين موجودات في الجروب ذاك اصلا الملخص اللي كان مكتوب خط اليد. ترى with repetition without repetition، ما اعرف مو ذيك الكلمه with repetition وهذيك الكلمه without repetition. انت تسال هذا القوانين 4 والخامس اللي هو هذا اي بي. هذا الاي بي اصلا من دون قانون، هذا اللي بس يعني هو حاط كقانون ولا كفورم ماشي اصلا حاله. تجمع الاول مع ثاني تطرحها من العامل المشترك بينهم.
وكيف طلع ذاك العامل المشترك اللي تو سواه المساله؟
زين عطنك اور صح، كلمه اور صح.
زين حلو، لكن ذاك كيف جاب 1 على 52؟
زين كيف اعطاك 1 على 52؟ اول شيء عاطنك اللي هو الكوين، فاهم علي؟ الكوين اللي هي 4 على 52، وهذيك اللي هو المثال
13.
لا 13.
13.
لا الكوين يعني الملكه 4 على 52، والهاس اللي هو بيكون 13 على 52. وعاطنك في الوسط كلمه اور. الاور معناه عامل مشترك بين هذا وهذا، فانت تعرف انه في كل ذاته او في كل يعني لعبه كامله من الهاس موجوده كوين واحده، وموجود لام واحد اللي هو الجي، وموجود كي واحد، فهو عطني كوين. اوريدي الكوين بتكون 1 على 52. تجمع هذا مع هذا وتطرحها من الواحد، واوريدي نسبه 99.9% المساله نفسها، يغير بس الكوين ويغير لك اللي هو الهاس ولا الديمن.
لحظة، يعني ما كان مثال عادي
لا.
بيكون في الاختبار نفسه نفس السؤال؟
بيجي نفس السؤال نسبة 99%. إذا جاكم عن الهاس والديمن وهذا هو ذاك الفورمالا 4 على 52 زائد 13 على 52 ناقص 1 على 52. ما في أي تغيير، مو يعني يغير
ان ذيلا ثابتات، هو قال اللي عندك ال 13 ثابت، 52 ثابت، يعني لكل لعبه اللي هي الذات او الديمن هاسكه نفس سبيد
بيغير
13.
معطيات.
لا ممكن يزيد، ممكن انه يكون بدل 52 يكون 54 مع
اذا اعطاك
جوكر. اذا اعطاك الجوكر سادات، جواكر 2 في اللعبه.
اذا قال لك مور 2 جوكر فيعني بدل 52 بيكون 54، بس نسبة 99% هذا المسألة. بس مع عدم مقال السادات تو الحين نضيف عليهن 54 يكون إذا كان في جواكر. قال لك with 2 جوكر ولا 1 جوكر يحدد لك بعد.
هو لو تلاحظ في الشرح ماله يعطيك كله مباشر، تعويض مباشر، يعني ما في
هذه
كيف؟
الاول زائد الثاني تنقص اللي هو المشترك بس.
المشترك بس. عليك نور.
ونفس الشيء ظني هو ذكر انه ما لازم اساسا حتى نكتب هذا القانون اللي هو
ايه ما يحتاج
إيه
تكتب اصلا. هذا قلت لك، هذا فورم معنى اخر هو يحطه عشان انتوا تبنوا عليه، ولا هو كقانون ما في قانون كذا يقول يعني، بس انتوا تحطوا المعطيات مثل ما هن وتعوضوا تعويض مباشر وتحلها.
Okay, can we continue now?
Yes, Mr.
Yes, Mr.
Okay, so let's continue. We are done here. Let's now proceed to this question. Find the number of different words that can be formed with or without meaning using the word success. So the first thing that you're going to do here is to find the frequency.
Found the n. After that, we found the number. How many numbers for each one?
Yes, very good. So we have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And our S is equal to 3. U equals 1. C equals 2. E is equal to 1. Right? So what is the formula?
N factorial.
Yes. Until the last. Okay. The last element with more than 1 as the frequency, like this. Here we have more than 1.
Mister, I have one question.
Yes.
Before we answer about the bin.
Mm.
Yeah, you know about the 6 bin for your phones or that.
Mm.
Which time I know that's formula for that or for another one. What's the difference between that question and these questions?
See, when I say PIN, password, usually like ID number, the formula here is n raised to the power of r, because these are all permutations with repetition in reality. So without mentioning, this is, by default. PIN, password, ID number, plate number of your car, for example, reference number, control number.
That's mean,
all
Mr.
of this.
In this, you can change the position of
You
permutation.
cannot change the position.
Yeah,
And
like this we know it, password and PIN and
yes,
ID card.
yes. All of these permutations with repetitions. Because we are allowed to repeat password, for example, your password in Majan. For example, Ahmed. Okay. For example, like this.
Yes, clear, Mr. Clear.
Yes, this is permutation with repetition. Your password, right? Your PIN, NBO PIN, Bank Mascot. All of these companies use N raised to the power of R. These are all permutations with repetition. Unless otherwise, I'm going to mention. Okay? Unless it's mentioned, permutation without repetition. It will be very clearly mentioned in the exam. For example, I'm going to say like this. Okay? Find the number of pins without repetition. It's mentioned, right? It's mentioned. Using this digits, for example. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one is very clear, it's mentioned. So this is n factorial over n minus r factorial. Because this is what? Permutation without repetition. Now, if it is not mentioned, just find the number of pins. Automatic, you're going to use this formula. Okay, I did not mention without. I just say find the number of pins using these digits. This is the formula you're going to use. Of course, I'm going to mention without repetition to use this formula. Is that clear? You understand?
Clear, Mr. Clear, clear.
Okay.
So
So
basically, you say with repetition or without mentioning the word repetition, it will be n the power of with the power of r.
exactly. Yes.
Thank you.
Exactly. If it's not mentioned, like find the number of pins, password. Okay, all of this. If it's not mentioned, you're going to use this formula automatically. That means we are allowing repetitions. Here, there are some duplicates, or we call this as identical elements. We have identical elements like S, for example, 3 times. U, 1. C, 2. E is 1. So if you're going to add all of this, equals 7. This is your n. Now, the formula is n factorial over n1 factorial until nk factorial. Nk is the last. So 7 factorial over 3 factorial times 2 factorial. More than 1 only. Okay, only more than 1. So the answer is 420. Did you get it?
Yes. Yes, Mr.
Okay, so this is very, very simple. First, you have to count all. And you have to look at those with more than 1 as the frequency or the count. Okay, this one we don't need to include because 1 factorial anyway is 1. Only those above 1. Okay, so can I proceed to the next?
Yes, Mr.
Okay, number 3. Here we have 8 students. 8. In how many ways they can be seated in a row if there are no restrictions? No restrictions means we are going to select all. Okay, select all. So your n is equal to 8 and your r will be 8 because no restrictions. You are going to select all. This is select all. So because you are just rearranging. In how many ways these 8 students can be seated in a row. You are not canceling any of them. It's like sorting. For example, A, B, C, D, E. Okay, you sort C, B, A, D, E. Are we canceling any student? No. We are only rearranging. Right? We are not going to remove any student. So that means we're going to select all. Our R is equal to N. So if R is equal to N, as I said, the formula is N factorial only. This is if N is equal to R. So the answer is 8 factorial. 8 factorial is equal to, we have 40,320. That is the answer for letter A. Is that clear?
Can you repeat, Mister?
Okay.
Please repeat.
Here, letter A. We have how many students, Kasim? How many students?
8.
8. Okay, no restrictions. No restrictions means no restrictions. They can sit anywhere. They can sit anywhere. No, they should be they can take a seat anywhere or they can sit anywhere. Spelling is SIT. Sit is taking a seat, right? So they can sit anywhere, for example. That's the meaning of no restrictions. So our n is equal to 8. And of course, we are just rearranging. If we are rearranging only, our R will be exactly the same with the total because we are not removing any student. For example, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. It could be C, B, A. Yeah. And then we have D, E, F, G, H. They can sit anywhere. This is the first, for example, second chair, the third, and so on in a row. So in permutation theory or combination theory, if n is equal to r, and we talk about rearranging, okay, the formula will become n factorial. Okay, for example, n is equal to 100, and we just rearrange them. So r is equal to 100. The formula is only n factorial. Right? So the answer, if there are no restrictions in the seating, n factorial, there are 8. So 8 factorial is equal to, we have 40,320. Is that clear?
Yes, thanks.
Okay, here we have a restriction. What is our restriction here? Restriction is like our rule. Okay. This is the criteria, something like that. That's the meaning of restriction, criterion. So A, B, and C must sit beside each other. So A, B, C will become one group now. Okay, it will become one. Then we have D, E, F, G, and H. This will be the second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. So our n will become only 6. This is for letter B. Okay, now here ABC. ABC is equal to 3, correct? Do we have any duplicates here? We don't have duplicates. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. They are all unique. So what are we going to do? We just multiply these two numbers, 6 and 3. So the answer will be 6 factorial times 3 factorial. So the answer is what? 4,320. You get it? So 3 is coming from the number of people grouped together. A, B, C, they are grouped together, they are 3. So that is why times 3 factorial. 6 is the total. Taking this as only one. A, B, C is one group because they are going to sit beside each other. Okay. So it could be A, B, C. It could be C, B, A. It could be B, A, C. But they have to be sitting beside each other, right? So this could be the possibilities. Plus, of course, there are 3 more. So total, we have 6 possibilities there, right? because it could be also CAB, and so on and so forth. There are 6 possibilities there. And that is because of what? 3 factorial. 3 factorial is 3 times 2 times 1 equals 6 possibilities. All right. So did you get the answer?
Yes.
The answer is 4,320. So the first one is this. This is the second one. And the last is the opposite of this. Is the opposite of answer in B. So A and B and C must not sit beside each other. So it's the whole minus A, B, C sit beside each other. So the whole thing is 40,320 minus 4,320 equals 36,000. So the answer for letter C is 36,000. It's the whole, that means no restrictions, minus the answer in B is equal to the opposite. That means A, B, and C must not be sitting beside each other. Is this clear to everybody?
Yes, Mr.
Yes, Mr.
Okay, so we have this, this, and this as the answers of A, B, and C respectively. I'm now going to proceed to the next, Q4. Okay. The formula will be given in the exam, as I mentioned. This is combination with repetition. We are allowed to repeat. And this is very common in reality. Coins. Okay, coins are example of this. When you put your coins in your wallet or your pocket. Okay, coins or notes, bills, like 20 reals, 50 reals. Okay, you know the difference between notes and coins. Notes are the paper ones, like 50 reals, 20 reals. Coins, you know, like 50 paisa, for example. So when we put this in our wallet, we don't care about the order, and repetition is allowed. You might have 20 reals 3 times, and you don't care about the order. The fruit salad or fruits in a basket, for example. You don't care about the order, but orange can be repeated. Yes, or mango, for example. So in reality, combinations with repetitions are existing. The formula is r plus n minus 1 factorial, the quantity, the whole group. And always r factorial is outside when we talk about combination. In the denominator, there is always r factorial outside the grouping symbol. Even the combination without repetition. We have n factorial, r factorial, n minus r factorial. This is the formula for combination without repetition. R factorial is also outside. Okay, so same here. This is combination with repetition. Okay, because combination without repetition also exists in reality. That is why we also study this. An example of this is set. Yeah, usually All sets are combination without repetition. Integers, for example. Integers is a set. Okay. Integers actually are sets. This is -1, -2, -3, and so on. Do we repeat anything here? No. We have 0 until positive infinity and negative infinity. Another one. Okay. Combination without repetition. The class. Okay. Your class, for example, LPSS part-time is combination without repetition. Why without repetition? Because you are unique. Sadat is unique. Ahmad is unique. Yusuf is unique. Yes. So every student is unique. We don't repeat. There are no two Ahmads in the class, right? It could be a different Ahmad. And you can sit anywhere. That's why it is combination. I don't care, about your arrangement. You can sit in the first chair or whatsoever. Okay, so these types of combinations exist in reality. That is why we are studying them. Now, what we're having is about coins. Now, find the number of combinations with repetition if four coins are selected. So 4. So R is equal to 4. How many coins here? That will be our N.
8.
Okay, so our R is equal to 4 and our N is equal to 8. Okay, so just plug in these values here. Put it here. So this will become 4 plus 8 minus 1. Okay, very simple. 4 factorial. And this will become 8 minus 1 factorial. These two same. Okay. So what is the answer here? Can you please check?
Doctor.
330.
Yes.
Yeah, correct.
Very good.
I have a
300.
question.
Yes.
Is there any chance that R is bigger than the N?
No, no,
I've never
no.
seen any example that all the N's are above or bigger than the R. So this is
So
a
that
standard, right?
not possible.
Thank you.
Why? Because you cannot select 9, for example, if there are only 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is a logic, a standard.
Yes, this is standard.
Thank you.
Mister, the formula will be given in the exam or no?
This one is given.
Okay, Mister.
Okay. This is the only formula given. All right, so that's it. How to make an assignment. This is the problem. I discussed this in the class already. So in your exam, I'm going to give the problem and you have to follow all the steps. There are 6 steps. Okay, I'm going to say use the 6 general steps of problem solving. Okay, the problem will be given how to make and submit an assignment. All right, so first you're going to say identify the problem. Problem is how to make an assignment, make and submit. And your goal. What is your goal? Some students, they want to get only D minus or pass only. Some students, they might be looking for B or B plus, and other students might be looking for excellent. Depends on your goal, right? Okay, excellent A minus, or outstanding A plus. That is your goal. Or maybe your goal is just pass. Now, that is the problem. The second one is understanding the problem. How do we understand the problem? Of course, if it is about making and submitting assignment report, okay, for example, PCSE, or maybe you have EGRW assignment, 2000 words, or maybe you have B and E assignment, business and entrepreneurship. For example, 2500 words. How do you understand this problem? You have to read the assignment brief, the instruction. You have to clarify doubts with your teacher. You can go to the internet, yes, for the sources, references, materials you need. Or maybe you can ask people, other students, those who have completed the module already before, but don't copy their assignments. You're going to fail. Yes, because the plagiarism rate will increase automatically. So this is how to identify and understand the problem. The next step is to write the alternatives or the options. Okay, some students, they might prefer working on the assignments during weekends. Of course, using internet and other sources, it could be books, yeah, journals, newspapers, or any other platforms or sources. Or maybe every day, little progress like what I do usually when I used to be a student. I usually do it like every day. Sometimes, maybe 4 times a week, depends. But I see to it that day by day I have little progress. Maybe in one day I might have one paragraph. Yes. Or maybe one page. Depends. And you keep on editing it. Or these are bad ideas. Asking someone to make your assignments and just copying and pasting from internet. Okay. So these are
Step,
actually, yes,
in step 3, how many points we
at
read?
least at least
We
4.
write.
At least 4 only. Okay.
Okay, Mister. Thank you.
Okay, the next is what? You can have more if you want. But I need at least 4 only. Okay, number 4. We have already identified, understood the problem, and we have the options. We select the best way to solve the problem. So it depends on your reason, your criteria, your reason or reasons. Okay, alone, I want to do some portions daily during free time and finish 2 days before the deadline. So I'm going to select B. Okay, it depends on your reason. What is your reason? Your criteria. Why you are selecting A, for example, why you are selecting B. So you can mention your criteria in one line only. Okay, you can just write because. Okay, you can say I choose B because, write immediately your reason. In one line, you can have this statement. It's fine. But I need to see that. And number 5, the step by step. So if I'm going to choose B, I have to follow all the steps. So keep on updating every day, editing the file, save the file in many locations, USB, email, etc., or maybe in Google Drive. Why do we have to save the file in many locations. Yes, it might happen that your laptop is not working anymore. What you're going to do, you're going to cry. For example, you have only 2 days left before the submission deadline. And God forbids, suddenly your laptop doesn't work. What you're going to do? So you have to save your assignment in many locations: email, Google Drive, USB. You have to use the power of internet. Okay, so whenever there is a problem with your computing devices, still you can have a copy or backup of your assignment. This is very important. Please remember this always. Many students coming to us are crying because they lost their files. And finalize the indexing. Indexing is the numbering, like 2, 2.1, 2.2, the numbering. Table of contents usually is part of the assignment. References, yes. For example, tayong A 2017, the title. Okay, from where did you take the idea? That's references. Figures, the charts, for example, figure 1. Okay, summary, conclusion. These are parts of your assignments. Okay, then proofreading. That means you're going to review. Maybe you can ask someone to review the wordings. Okay, the grammar, for example. The coherence. Coherence means the link. The link between sentences or paragraph. Or paragraph. There should be a link. This is paragraph 1. And then the next paragraph. There should be a link between these paragraphs. You cannot just jump from P1 to P2. Okay, and prepare the final version. Submit the assignment. These are the steps when you implement your solution. This is the implementation stage. This is the do stage. Step number 5. It's up to you. You can have 6 here. It depends actually on how you imagine. Because in the exam, you just have to imagine that you are solving the problem. Okay, so use your imagination. There is no right or wrong as long as it is related to the problem.
That's my
And
play, Mister.
yes,
My play. This not to worry.
yes,
Everything true. I write my idea.
yes, right on your own.
That's no problem, Mister.
And the last, the last is evaluation. Evaluate your solutions. Are you happy with your grade? When is this happening? When you receive your marks. Your marks and you see the comments of your teacher. Yes. So you look at the mark, you read the comments. Where are the mistakes, the positive and the negative, okay, strengths and weaknesses of your assignment? So you have to reflect on the feedback given by your teachers. Note the
Mister, every
weaknesses
time
and the
we write
strengths.
about the assignment in the exam, the same total.
No, no,
Mm.
of course no. And how you can
Like,
improve?
like,
Yeah.
like what? Like what? If we don't write
Okay.
about.
Okay. So before I go there, how you can improve your grade next time? Your assignment next time. Did you achieve your goal? For example, your goal is A plus and you got only C. What was the problem? How are you going to improve next time? This is very important. Yes. So for
Mister,
example, in the exam,
should we write all these steps, 6 steps or more?
you you have to
Exam.
write all of these steps, these 6 steps. Only this will change the
It
details.
depends. It depends for us how we can write it.
No, but these are always fixed. These red ones.
اللي بالاحمر لازم تكتبوه نفسه بالضبط ما
Yes,
يتغير.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No matter what the problem is, this should be the same.
هذا الخطوات راهن.
Okay, Mr.
And you must to explain, Mr.
Yes, you have to explain all.
But the
Okay.
answer it's from us,
Yes,
from our experience.
from your
Mr.
own understanding.
Mr. If someone just write the 6 general steps without the details, how many mark he will get in the question?
You'll get only maybe 3 out of 7 or maybe 3 out of 9. You understand?
Yes, Mr. Clear.
Yes, Asil is there. That's good. This red, okay, 6 steps given in red should be the same for all problems, okay? Because this is GPS, general problem solving skills. So for example, I'm going to say, okay, which university you're going to attend next year, for example. Now you just graduated in high school. Okay, the same steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Identify the problem, understand the problem. This is alternatives. You can write options or possible solutions instead of alternatives. Select the best, listing the instructions, the do stage, evaluation. All the same. So you can use a table to present your answer. It's up to you. This is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, or you can follow this method of explaining your answer. Step 1, details.
Mister,
Step 2, yes, or this one. Yeah,
the last one, when we evaluate the solution, it is mean that we have to show the results of what
you have
we
to
did.
imagine. You have to imagine only that is the result, and then you have to reflect. For
Okay, Mister.
example, here you got D minus. You have to imagine only why you got D minus, for example, or why you got A plus, for example. You have to imagine. You have to think that you are the one having the problem, and this is the output. This is the outcome. You understand?
Yes, Mister. Thank you.
Okay, this
Mr.
one we
One
discuss.
question. How many
Yes,
points you want in evaluation?
evaluation. It depends. You can even give only 2 because it depends on your imagination again, right?
All right. Yeah,
So
Mr.
you can have more also if you want, like 3. Okay, usually 2 to 3 points.
All right. Thank you, Mr.
Okay, or you can have like this. Which one do you like? Table format or using the, the complete details from the first until the last? It's up to you. It's up to you how you're going to present your answer.
Mister, do you think 1 hour 30 minutes enough for that exam?
Yes, even 1 hour you can complete. Okay, for example, this is the problem. What to do during summer? How do you answer this question? What to do during summer?
That's the same. That you can write anything you know. You
Yes.
see that's right. Nothing
Start
nothing
with identify the problem.
nothing wrong.
Yes. And then what is your goal, for example? It depends on your goal actually. What is your goal during summer? Getting married, for example, during summer, right?
Yes.
What is your goal, Ahmed?
Nothing good. Go
Okay,
and
for example, the goal is maybe about driving license. Okay, it could be what? Maybe taking classes.
Traveling.
Yes, classes, for example, English course, for example, or maybe travel. Usually this is our goal, or maybe training, internships, training, or maybe you can have volunteering.
Make halwa.
Make halwa. The whole summer, Said, you're going to make halwa?
Yes, all summer.
Okay, so it's up to you. What is your goal? So this could be your goal. So your goal could be about traveling, taking your driving license, maybe some trainings, some other activities. Okay, and then you proceed to the next, understand the problem. So here you're going to gather information. Maybe you can search in the internet, for example. You can talk to people about what to do. Maybe you can use brainstorming. You can gather all your friends, okay, and talk about it. What else? Or what else? Your neighbors, yes? So it's more on gathering information about the problem. Okay, so it depends on the problem. A problem is about what to do during summer.
Mr.
And here, yes, alternatives. Yeah.
Please, give me example like tomorrow.
Like tomorrow.
Yes, please.
Okay, it could be, for example, how to improve your health, Said. Yeah, it could be, for example, how to improve your health.
About the map.
No, this is 6 steps, for example.
6 steps.
Yes. Or I might say how to improve mathematical skills. This could be the question. Or how to improve communication skills, speaking skills, for example. There are so many ways that you can deal with this problem, right? So it might be this, this, or this, but you have to follow all the same steps. These steps. Where is this? What happened here? All of these steps you have to follow. Okay? As I said, use your imagination. Now, this one could be the mind map. I want something very creative like this. How you're going to maintain your good health. So you can talk about stress. You can talk about exercise. Talk about help. I need at least 4. At least 4 main branches. Stress, exercise, help, diet, and sleep. So
Is
this
this
could
a
be
separate question? Exactly. Is this a separate question?
This is separate. This is about mind mapping. Mind map. So please be careful.
How يعني you'll be asking us a question how to maintain your good health, for example?
Yeah, using a mind map. Going to say using a mind map or mind mapping. So be careful, guys. If I say mind map, you have to draw something like this. Because you might be writing 6 steps wrong. 0. Did you understand?
Yeah.
For example,
Mister,
yes. Yeah.
how many questions will be in the exam?
I cannot tell you how many questions in the exam. I'm giving you all possibilities, but it will be less.
It is more.
Even, of course, this will not all be coming. These are just possibilities what we are giving you. Okay?
How many paper, Mr.
Okay, Mister.
Mr. 6 steps we don't want.
What do you want?
Map. We want one map.
Yeah, mapping, you can have your own ideas, Ahmed. You can, just suggest any ideas, but it should be related. Related to the topic. Our topic is about health.
Okay.
Yeah. There are so many ideas about health, not only stress, not only sleep, diet, exercise, and health. You might have your own ideas, better than us, better than mine.
Study LPSS not good for the health.
Studying LPS is not good for the health. So
Yes,
you have
Mr.
to balance.
Right.
You have to balance. Yes, so it will not affect your health. You have to have time management. So you can include time management as part of improving your health. Why?
Yes.
If you're going to manage your time, you'll be able to balance life and work. You're going to balance life, studies, and work, and love life also. It affects your health, right? This
Right, Mr.
relationships. Yeah. If you're heartbroken, you'll be depressed. It affects your health. So maybe you can have more ideas about how we can maintain a good health, not only about stress. I mean, here, stress is not about, having stress. It means trying to manage stress. Exercise. What else can you think, Ahmed, aside from all of these ideas? What else can we do to improve our health?
I think the best one is sleep.
Sleep is already here.
Yes.
I'm
More.
asking about other ideas. Anybody?
No, nothing, Mister. But I think that's all. Thank you for the help.
Okay.
So, maybe about the food. No, that's the
Yeah, diet is
Social
here already.
activities.
Which one
Social
said that?
activities like helping people. For example, social activities like helping people or helping the government in cleaning beaches. That itself, it's helping because it's not necessary يعني to be physically unhealthy. Doing these things, maybe mentally you'll be fine.
Yes, you're talking
You
about
believe you
mental
believe.
health.
Yes.
maybe travel, Mister.
Yes, even traveling can be part of maintaining a good health.
Yes.
Yes, that's very good. So you can have your own ideas. Thank you, Sadat. And social activities, social networking. Networking, talking to others, for example. Many people are depressed. They have mental health issues because they are not able to talk to their family members. So enhancing your social network can be, a great determinant to improve your health, right? Very good.
And yes, very good. And about the sea, you can see everything beautiful. You'll
Mm.
get the
Yes, sea, going to the sea, or maybe going to the mountain, wadis.
yes,
There you
and
can relax. Yeah.
listen to the music.
Listening to music. Yes, very good. These are all about mental health. Because when we say health, it includes not only the physical, also the mental and some other aspects as human beings. So you can include that. Very good. Thank you. Okay, next. This one, maybe I'm going to ask about how to gain confidence while speaking. So you can talk about self-practice, and maybe you can have reading habits, speaking course, for example, and getting advice from others. So this could be, and you can have more branches, how you're going to improve your confidence while speaking, for example. This is more on self-esteem.
Self
Okay.
and group.
Yes. Yes. Usually you have to talk to others, right?
And
You have to practice.
practice in social media.
Yes, social media can be a platform where you can practice actually gaining confidence, or maybe having your own channel, for example, or maybe talking to people, or maybe conducting some workshops where you are the leader, for example. Or maybe you can gather all your family members and speak to them. Just a practice, talk to them regarding a particular topic and try to see whether you're confident or not, and improve every day or every week, for example. Of course, training courses can be a very important aspect of improving your confidence, and getting advice from others, reading books, yes, because actually it increases your vocabulary, your ideas about common knowledge, for example, or about some topics. So reading is very, very important actually. And of course, watching YouTube videos, especially the inspirational ones or motivational speeches from others. What else do you think can improve your confidence aside from all of these I have given here in this diagram? I have discussed this in the class already, so I don't need to expound this more.
Yes, Mr. Next, please. Because that you
Yes.
can write anything you see that's right.
Yes. So also I might be asking you to explain about these three: the stimulus overflow, permanent stress, and the perfectionism, about three decision traps. Okay, I discussed this in the class already, so please try to memorize a little bit. If you forget, use your own words.
A little bit. Yes, Mr.
Yes.
Little bit. So that's not come as
Guys, if I
exam.
say answer only one, please answer only one. Do not answer all the questions. You're going to get 0.
Okay, Mr. Okay.
Okay, I might be giving you 3 options: A or B or C. Okay, you have to pick one and answer. Do not answer all the questions because you're going to waste your time. At the same time, you're going to get 0. Yes, so wasting time plus getting 0 in this question. Okay, so I might be asking you to explain about the 3 methods of problem solving: the trial and error method, algorithm method, and heuristics method. So you have to give some examples. You know already all these methods. I gave a lot of examples in the class last time. So trial and error, the keywords are taking random guesses without tracking what you have done. So you just keep on trying and you are not monitoring what you have tried already. Solutions are not guaranteed, of course. Okay. Spelling is this: guaranteed. For example, 3x plus 8 equals 25. You can apply the trial and error method by just randomly taking values of x. Okay, so trial and error method can be applied in many problem solving. What else? Maybe you forget your password, yeah? So you can give this as another example. Forgotten password, and you can keep on putting some letters or numbers, for example. Of course, algorithm method. This is used in almost all of the computing devices. Step-by-step procedure of finding solutions until you hit the right one. You are monitoring, so you are guaranteed to get the correct solutions. All computer programs follow algorithm method. Even when you withdraw cash from ATM, it follows the algorithm approach, where you have to insert your card, you have to put your PIN, language, and all other steps. You cannot just apply trial and error method to get or to withdraw cash from ATM, right? You have to follow all the steps for you to get the cash. Or even CDM, cash deposit. Same, you have to follow all the steps. So it's very easy to explain this method. I have given this in the class, and I was giving a lot of examples of algorithm method. Another example is baking a cake. Baking a cake follows algorithm method, step by step, because we use a recipe. Yeah. What else? When we add numbers vertically, adding numbers vertically follows algorithm method. For example, 25269 plus 1, 3, 2, 4. Usually we follow the algorithm method from right to left. Okay, column by column. Very simple. Of course, heuristics method is more on the mental shortcut. Okay, and there are two types of heuristics method. One is the means end analysis, and the other one is working backwards. So you can give examples of this. Okay, so basically, when we apply this method, we have ill-defined problem. For example, how to become rich. Okay, we can apply heuristics method, or maybe how to travel to Indonesia, for example, or to Thailand. So basically, you start with the biggest problem. When we talk about travel, we first look at the distance, right? The distance is the biggest problem. So we book our ticket and then we try to break other problems into smaller problems and attack all of these problems to solve the whole problem. Okay, so that's the means end analysis. You're looking at the biggest problem, break this problem into smaller parts, solve these problems one at a time, and solve the entire problem. Okay, that's means end analysis. Working backwards, of course, when you have a maze problem, okay, you know what is a maze, right? I have shown a lot of images about this last time and examples. You're trying to work backwards, or proving. When you're trying to prove something, you're actually working backwards. So these are examples of heuristics method. All the information is given. It is on the move page. You can even memorize some of the text here so you can answer properly tomorrow. Yes? Do you have any question here?
Mister, we should write the example.
Yes, if it is about the methods of problem solving, I need examples. Okay, one or two examples. Okay, you might be picking this one, the traps. So I want to see the definition and the solution. What is stimulus
Mister,
overflow solution?
this one come, Mister, at exam.
All of these that I'm talking today will be coming, of course.
Mister, that more, Mister. I can't see it.
No, but all, of course, not all will be coming.
Not one.
Yes, what I mean is these are all possibilities.
Okay.
Okay, I might. Huh?
Probability.
Okay, so I might be asking you about the barriers to creativity, according to Herson 2008. So you might be talking about monkey mind, gator mind, elephant's theta. As mentioned before, all of these mindsets are present as human beings. We need all of these mindsets because otherwise you will not be able to survive properly. Monkey mind is distraction. This always reminds us of our problems, our worries, responsibilities. It is the innate ability of the mind to control human beings. No matter what you are, even if you are the richest person in the world, you have a monkey mind. Why? Because it reminds us of our duties, our responsibilities. But according to Herson, it blocks
Mister,
creativity. Yes?
if you give same question in the exam, we need to participate all this.
What do you mean? You can use your own words. You can use your own
Okay.
words based on your understanding. Okay? But I'm just explaining that this, you know, are the meanings of these mindsets like monkey mind, distraction. Distraction
We
is the
just,
key word.
Mister, choose one.
Yes, usually I'll be asking you to pick one amongst these three barriers, methods of problem solving, and the traps to decision making. Do not answer all the questions, okay? You have to pick one only if you're asked to
Okay,
pick one.
Mister.
So you lose concentration when your monkey mind is so active. Sometimes you are on the beach, you're enjoying with your girlfriend or boyfriend or maybe your wife or husband, and suddenly you remember your assignment. Who is reminding you? Monkey mind, right? Sometimes, you are just sleeping and you cannot sleep. You're trying to sleep. You cannot sleep because you just remember some bad memories. So it is disturbing you. It is distracting you. Monkey mind is doing that. All human beings have this kind of mindset. That's why, according to Herson, it blocks creativity because you cannot focus, you cannot concentrate. But it is important because it reminds us of our responsibilities as human beings. Okay? So it is an inclination of the mind to take you for a ride, frequently to places very far from those you plan to spend time with. Sometimes you are in Korea, for example, having a nice vacation, and your mind wanders around thinking about Oman. Sometimes I'm in Philippines, for example, having my annual leave, and I remember, about some responsibilities in Oman that I need to do. It could be about my PhD, it could be about my John. It is my monkey mind reminding me of all of this. Gator mind. Gator mind is reaction. It is your tendency to react automatically without thinking. And it is important for survival. Why? Of course, without gator mind, many of us will not survive because we will not be reacting. Yes, for example, there is fire in your room. If you don't have the gator mind, you will not react. You just look at it and don't do anything. So we have gator mind. It is a gift from God. All of this, monkey mind, gator mind, elephant stater, all of these are gifts from God for us to survive properly. Without this, our survival will be at stake. But it blocks creative thinking if not used properly. So we have to manage them. Yes, because otherwise, if your gator mind is very active, you will just keep on reacting and reacting and ignoring new ideas. Yes, so this is hampering new ideas. Actually, you block new ideas to come in because you are just reacting without thinking. And the last one is about patterning, the elephant's tether. You are not ready to accept the changes, and you always think that traditional is the best. Many people, especially the old ones, they don't want to accept new ideas. They always cling to the past, traditional method. So they are affected by this block by always considering patterns of the past and ignoring new ideas. Many people, especially our grandparents, they don't want, to accept new changes, new ideas. That's why they are not able to use technologies properly. They are not ready. They always have this elephant stater. Yes, even you guys, most of the time you don't want to go out of your comfort zones because you are used to it already. Yeah, you want to use the same way of solving problems. You don't try to use new ways of dealing with other things, or maybe improving the way we do things, or maybe processes at work. Many people are still using old ways at work. They don't know even how to use Excel to make their work faster, more efficient. Why? They are not ready to learn new things. Maybe they're lazy, or maybe they're comfortable with what they're doing right now. Okay, so it blocks creative thinking. You have to manage all of these mindsets because these are present to all of us as human beings. For you to be creative, you have to go out of your comfort zone and you have to manage all of these: distraction, reaction, and patterning. All right, so is this clear to everybody? Can you answer this tomorrow if this is asked?
Yes, yes, we can answer. That's easy, Mr. Please, one.
No, no, I not answer this.
Please, Mr. Please, two questions like this.
والله
That's
يعلكم.
good. Okay. See, there might be a question like this where you have to find the maximum. So you have to look at the system. X plus y less than equal to 20. 3x plus 4y less than equal to 72. Of course, these are assumptions that we are having only 0 until infinity. Our x is greater than or equal to 0, y greater than or equal to 0. Usually for sales, profits, okay, number of items, we use these values, positive and 0 only. We don't have negatives. So you don't need to solve this. You have to focus on this first two. So what's the first step? The first step is to find the intercepts. Use x equals 0 and y equals 0. Right? So very simple. Change x to 0, y to 0. So if x is equal to 0, y is equal to 20. Yes, because we're going to change this into 0. So it will become 0 plus y equals 20. So y is equal to 20. Right? So the first point is 0, 20, x comma y. And the next one is y is equal to 0. So if y is equal to 0, that will become x plus 0 equals 20. So we have x is equal to 20 because we have x plus 0 equals 20. X is equal to 20. So we have 20 comma 0. And the next one is for the second. We have 3x plus 4y less than equal to 72. X is equal to 0. So 4y equals 72. We divide by 4y equals 18. So we have 0, 18. Now if y is equal to 0, 3x is equal to 72. We divide by 3. X is equal to 24. So we have 24 comma 0. So how many points you're going to get? Guys, how many points?
4 points.
4 points.
Four
Yes.
points.
4 points. Yes. Very good. That is only x equals 0 and y equals 0 always. Impossible if you cannot solve this. It's very simple. Next. After this, graphing. So you have to graph. You have to plot all these points. So you know how to graph. We have 0, 18, and we have 24, 0, and create one line. 0, 20, and 20, 0, one line. This will be the intersection. How to get the intersection? You have to use the system. So before I'm going to proceed to the test points, first intersection. So we have x plus y. So we have x plus y less than equal to 20. And we have 3x plus 4y less than equal to 72. So to make it same, you have to multiply this by 3 because you have 3x plus 4y. So now you have to create new system. This will become 3x plus 3y equals 60. Change this to equal sign. Yeah, or you can retain it. It will not change the value. And here we have 3x plus 4y equals 72. Of course, you have to subtract. So this will become 0. 3 minus 4, negative 1. This is 60. So this is negative 12. So y is equal to 12. Because you have negative and negative, that will be cancelled. Okay, now we can solve for x. You can use any of the equation. You can use this or this to find x. So you can use x plus y equals 20, x plus 12 equals 20, x equals 20 minus 12, x equals 8. So our point of intersection is 8 comma 12. This one here. Okay. So it's up to you how you're going to graph. You have to estimate the points. Approximately, you have to label on your own. It depends on the numbers. We have 8 and 12, for example, and 0, 20, 20, 0, 0, 18, 24, 0. It depends on the values, how you're going to approximate the scale. All right, so after this, you have to have the test points. I need to see the test points after getting the point of intersection. So use 0, 0, the best test point. So 0,
No.
0. So change x and y. So 0 plus 0 less than equal to 20. 0 less than or equal to 20 is true. So that means up will be deleted, right? And the second one is 3x plus 4y less than equal to 72. Use 0 again. It's the best test point. So 0 less than equal to 72, it is true. So up will be deleted. All of these will be deleted. And above the purple line will also be deleted. So the remaining will be this. This is our solution set or the feasible region. Feasible region, right? So there are 4 points in this feasible region. We have 0, 18. We have 8, 12, 0, 0, 20, 0. So you have to check all of these points using this objective function. So you can start with the first one, 0, 18. So change x and y. This will become 0 and y is 18. The answer is 90. 0, 0, of course, the value will be 0. 20, 0, the answer is 80. 8 and 12, the answer is 92. This is the highest. So the answer is 8 and 12. Okay, so the answer is not 20, 0, not 0, 18, not 0, 0, but 8, comma 12. That means x should be 8, y should be 12. Okay, x is 8, y is 12. So can you follow all of these steps?
Yes, Mr.
So we have 1,
Mr.
2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Mr. How many mark for this question?
Don't focus about the marks. Don't focus on marks. Just keep on solving. Because if you're going to look at the marks, you're going to fail.
Please,
Just do what you can.
No, Mr. We need to know.
Yeah, of course, it will be more than 10. This is very big. This is a big task, right?
Good, Mr. 15 marks.
More than 10, of course.
10, 20 marks. That's good. Wallah.
Okay, I might be asking about this. 3 things that top decision makers do differently. Setting their own standard, self-management, implementation. These are very important in life, not only managers. You guys as human beings, please try to implement this. You have to set your own standard. You have to know what you are, who you are, what you want, and how to get what you want. You have to set your own standard and decide based on your value. And you have to be self-determined. It means you can decide on your own. Yeah, do not allow others to decide for you. That's the meaning of self-determination. You can decide without the help of others. Self-management, number 2, is very important. This is about controlling your emotions, emotional state management. Okay, that's why we have a saying, when emotion appears, logic disappears. What's the meaning of this? When you are emotional, you become illogical. You are not able to think properly. When you're so sad, for example, heartbroken, you will not be able to think properly, right? So when emotion appears, logic disappears. You have to manage your emotions in all cases. And you have to implement. What's the meaning of this? You have to do. You have to act. You have to act. You have to implement your decisions in your lives and businesses. Nothing will happen to you. Even if you have 1 billion of ideas, if you don't implement any of these ideas in your life, nothing is going to happen to you. You have to move, do something. You cannot just pray and ask for the bread to come to your plate, right? You have to move, search, get the bread so you can eat. Unless otherwise you are so rich and you have all servants to serve you. But still, they are going to move to come to you, right? You have to command them. So implementation is very important in life. You have to take actions. That's the meaning of this. Take action. And only then something is going to happen. And this is very important, whether in relationship, whether in business, whether in meetings or gatherings, talking to your family members, self-management is very important. You have to control your emotions. Okay? And of course, I might be asking you to define what is creativity and what is innovation. Of course, you know already creativity is the ability of individual to generate new and useful ideas. So the keywords are new and useful ideas. Ability of an individual to create or generate new, that means appropriate, something novel, something unseen before. Useful, appropriate. Okay? Coming up with your own ideas. And it is the input, while innovation is the output. So innovation is where you implement. This is the taking action. Implementing your ideas and put them into action. Innovation is the process to convert new ideas into practical knowledge and to develop new processes to solve problems, new products, new businesses. That is innovation. Okay, and I might be asking you to draw the link between creativity and innovation. Right, so that's all from me, and I hope that you are now ready for the exam tomorrow. Any question before I'm going to leave you for tonight?
No, thank you, Mr.
Before I'm going to leave you, please
Very
don't log out for now. Before I'm going to ask you to say something, I'm just going to leave a quote. Always remember this, because this is our last meeting and you might not be under me again in other modules. So please take note of this. Life is 10% what happens to you. This is a very famous sayings in mathematics. Okay. Very famous saying in mathematics. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react.
That's correct.
Always remember this wherever you go. Whatever happens to you is only 10%. How you react to what happens to you is 90%. What's the meaning of this? Many people actually are not able to understand the real meaning of life. And in terms of failures, most people could not easily recover because they forget that it's only 10%. You should not live there forever, you know. If something goes wrong, you fail in something, you have to bounce back. We are human beings. Every day we encounter problems, challenges, errors, mistakes. It does not matter. What matters most is how you bounce back, how you react to situation positively. And I'm telling you, if you are sad, if you fail, don't live there forever or even for long. Leave it to God and to Allah or to Buddha or to whomever else you claim your divinity with. Enjoy your life and take things positively. I hope you learned something from me this semester, and I hope you are now
Well said.
ready for the exam. Do you have anything to say before I'm going to leave you?
Yes, Mr. Do you have party today?
Party? No party.
No party.
Thank you, Mr. Albert. Just
Mr. Pray for.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank
Best.
you.
But
Mr.
I have
Albert,
some
why it
questions.
seems like you're leaving for good?
No, I'm not leaving. Of course. I'm not
All right,
leaving.
thanks a lot.
I'm just giving you the best input for your life.
Yeah, thanks for sharing.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Thank you.
Thank
Mr.
you, and I hope you learned something today, and I hope that you're going to be ready in the exam, getting A+. Yes?
Inshallah.
A plus, Mr. Give me A plus. English,
Yes.
no. English, no, Mr. No English.
Don't worry.
Okay.
I'm not leaving you guys. I'm just giving you this code for you to be better in your life. Don't worry, I will be in this world for 200 years. 200 years, inshallah.
100 you will
You're
become
going
a
to
cat.
teach your kids as well.
Yes, I'm going to teach your kids, your grandkids and all, because 200 years.
Please
Well
help me
done.
to
Keep it.
tomorrow. Please help me.
Okay, thank you.
ياكل اجيب لك حلوى.
حلوة yesterday.
Yes, what is the halwa, Said?
Tomorrow إن شاء الله في big حلوة. You help me big حلوة إن شاء الله.